Oh, I tripled. Hey, kia ora, Helen Browns here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast, number 1317. Did I change that? Yes, I did change the numbers. April is Blockbuster Movies Month. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but according to BarkBox, the theme for April is Blockbuster Movies. And I thought, I kind of like that one. And they've got soft toys there that are like buckets of popcorn, remote controls, a VHS video, and other movie-related things for dog toys to play with. And I thought, I am not adding anything to her box. She's got so many toys. It's just going to be a regular box for April. But movie month, we can handle that. And I'm like, okay, Blockbuster movie month. What movies could we watch? And I thought, well, since the suggestion came from BarkBox, we could look at movies that feature dogs, that star dogs. Like there's the one that Chatham Tanning did called Dog. I haven't seen that one. It's in my to watch list, but I haven't seen it yet. There's Turner and Hooch, great classic dog movie. In fact, I got reminded about that one the other day. I think it was either a reel or a TikTok or something like that, where it had that scene where he's carrying Hooch into the emergency room of a hospital because Hooch got shot and is putting him down on this, trying to get the doctor to do surgery on him to remove the bullets. And he turned around and says, this is a policeman and all of that. So I thought, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I need to go back and watch that again. And what other movies are there? And so I was trying to think, and somebody told me about Hotel for Dogs, I think it was called. They told me about that one. And then there's Bolt, which is a Disney movie. Dang, I wrote them all down. Where did I put that list? I wrote down some ideas. But if you have ideas on movies that feature dogs, Homeward Bound was another one, where you've got the two dogs and the cat that travel together to get back home again because they end up in a place that's not home. So they decide to go back home. Well, they get left somewhere. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. 101 Dalmatians. That'll be another one. Of course, the cartoon Disney one. What's the one where the guy turns into the dog? Had Fred Murphy in it. And the kid kept turning into a dog. What was the name of that one? It was a classic Disney movie from years ago, with Fred Murphy and who else was in it? But the guy would turn into a dog, into a big old English sheepdog. Can't remember the name of that one. We're going to have to look that one up. So what movies do you know of that star dogs? Now, if you want a good reading series, so I thought, okay, that's, we'll work on that. We'll go Google dog movies and all of that and find out some more that's in there. But one of the book series that I write, it's a cozy mystery series that I read, is called, I was out looking at the stars tonight and they had Jupiter and Venus and they looked very, very bright. It was awesome. To do with pork pies. Hang on. Pork pies. I got a pop. Okay. So if you want a really good cozy mystery series to read, there's a series by Stephen Higgs, Higgs, and it's a culinary cozy mystery series, and it features Rex. Rex is a retired police dog. He actually got kicked off because of his attitude, and he is now touring England, actually touring the United Kingdom with his new owner, who was a former detective superintendent or something. He was one of the high ups in the investigation area of the English police. And the first one, it was the pork pie pandemonium, and you get to see chapters not only from the owner's perspective, you also get to see it from the dog's perspective. Like the dog's got everything solved really, really fast. He just can't understand why the humans can't get what he's trying to tell them. You know, he's a trained police dog. He's trained to sniff out explosives and drugs and all sorts of things. And he goes into this, what was it? Mechanic place. And his nose suddenly perked up because he recognized a smell that was one of the ones he was trained to smell and that he was supposed to point. And so he does all of his little signing things like, here it is. It's right here. Look at this. That the dog handler knew what he had to do. And of course, his new owner doesn't know these signs. So you get to see things from the dog's perspective, which is absolutely, I mean, this book is hilarious. So if you want books that star dogs, they are out there, and that's the Cozy Mystery series. And it's called the Culinary Cozy Mysteries with Albert Smith. I think it's Albert Smith. Albert Smith. Hang on. Where's the pork pie pandemonium? It's the first book in the series. I got everything in here except pork pie pandemonium. Oh, there's pork pie pandemonium. Yeah, Albert Smith's Culinary Capers. And the whole idea of Albert Smith being this retired police detective guy high up is that he is determined to do this culinary tour of the UK and going and finding the best of things. Like he goes to this little town which is known for pork pies. And so he's learning how to make pork pies. In the very first pork pie class he has, there is a thumb found in somebody's pork pie meat. And that's what starts them on this investigation. And so then I've only read the first book, but absolutely loved it. And so I'm going to look at getting some more in the series and read the other ones as well. But from the dog's perspective, hilarious. And of course, the humans are sort of like, why is he acting so weird? And the dog's going, I've been trained to smell the smell. It is here. Can't you smell it? So you get the dog's perspective on things. And he gets into a little trouble as well because he gets a little aggressive at points too, trying to catch the bad guys and do what he was trained to do. He just takes things into his own hands when he really shouldn't, or his own paws when he really shouldn't. So in the comments, I would love to see suggestions for movies starring dogs like Turner and Hooch and Bolt and Dog and Hotel for Dogs. What are some of the other ones that got dogs in them? Jeepers, even going back to Lassie. Did they ever make a movie on Lassie? Homeward Bound's another one. Did they ever make a Lassie movie? And whatever that, if somebody can please tell me the name of the Disney movie where is it Shaggy Dog? Is that the one where the dog, where the person transforms into a dog, where the guy transfers into a dog? Is that Shaggy Dog? Oh, so many dog movies. But I would like a list of dog movies, and we're going to see how many of them we can get access to and watch during the month of April. And if you want some really good books to read, if you know of some really cool mystery type books that star dogs, please let me know, because I am all over Albert Smith's culinary series, Culinary Capers, with Rex, the ex-police dog who actually got fired because of his attitude. And you do see his attitude come out, and he's hilarious. So like that book. So if you know of books that not Cujo, I watched somehow, somewhere along the way, I watched Cujo. Never again. That one gave me nightmares for a few weeks. Yes. Thankfully I love dogs again. But that movie gave me nightmares for a few weeks. Somebody thought it'd be fun to go see Cujo. I had no idea what Cujo was. I had no idea what it was about. So we went along the movie and watched Cujo. And this is back in the 80s. So you couldn't go look things up, and then you'd have to go find a newspaper and look it up and that sort of thing. And it was on the Air Force Base that I was based at in Wigram. And so we went and sat down, and it's a really cool theatre. They have all the seats set up theatre, and you just pick them up and turn them around, put your feet up on them. And if the movie gets really popular and every seat's taken, then you can't do that. But if the theatre's only half full, just turn the seat around in front of you, put your feet up and relax. And not the greatest comfy chairs, but it was more comfortable than sitting with your feet on the floor, with your feet up. And I remember watching Cujo. Oh my gosh, never again. That gave me nightmares for weeks, that movie. So yes, please do not recommend Cujo because I will not read it, nor will I watch it. I've already watched it once back in the 80s. Not doing that again. No way, no how. So yes, so in the comments, if you could please put names of movies that star dogs, books that feature dogs, like the Pork Pie Pandemonium, the Albert Smith's Culinary Capers. I just got it. See, it's here on my screen. Isn't that a cute puppy? He's actually an Alsatian, which is a type of German Shepherd. Trying to remember which country he comes from. We've got German Shepherds, Alsatians, Malamute. No, not Mal. Belgium. Totally escapes me. Just things just pop into my head, just ideas and things. So yeah, so if you can come up with, so if you know movies that feature dogs, books that feature dogs, no horror, no sci-fi, I'm not into those, but I'll read or watch just about anything else, then that would be awesome because I'm putting a list together for April as to what movies I'm going to watch in April. Now, I could be moving in April, so that's going to be fun as well. But I have to get hold of my friend because I haven't heard from my friend who's the realtor yet. So I need to get hold of her. I'm not sure if she checks the email I sent to very often. So I'm going to send her a note and say, hey, you still use this email? So yeah, so we're looking for April for blockbuster movies that feature dogs. So if you've got suggestions, please put them in the comments below. We'll have a look at them, have a look at the list, add them to the list and stuff because I'm working on. I haven't done a movie fest for a while, and so I figured April that would be a good month. Well, probably won't be every night because I know that there's going to be 3 nights I can't watch a movie, a dog featured movie, because I'll be with my grandkids. But yeah, pretty much the rest of the month should be okay. And then if we're doing moving stuff, so yeah, because I want to be moved out of the RV before I want to find a place and start moving into it before I sell the RV. Just so we're all organized and everything else. So when it comes to selling the RV, it's just doing, making sure that it's all clean and tidy and everything else. And I actually thought I still have the shower doors that I took out, and they're in San Diego in my storage unit there. So when I go out in April, then we're bringing back everything from that storage unit. So that shuts that storage unit down, including the shower doors and frames, and they will get sold with sparkles. And the people have the option of keeping the rail that's up there, the shower curtain and rail that's up there now, or putting the doors back up. Completely up to them. So they will have that option, but they are getting the doors with the RV. I know, weird thing. Selling the RV, setting the doors. But anyway, so please, movies with dogs, books that feature dogs. Would love to make a reading list for books that features dogs, as well as movies that features dogs, so we can do a dog movie fest. Since for BarkBox, April is going to be Blockbuster Movie Month. So anyway, that's it from us for tonight. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow around 6 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow's Friday. It's Friday already tomorrow? Where'd the week go? Huh. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Hey, konara.